If you've been feeling tired for no reason, your mind is trying to tell you something. Imagine it's early morning and the world outside is quiet, soft light spilling through half-closed blinds. You sit on the edge of your bed, shoulders slumped, staring at your reflection in the mirror. Your eyes are heavy, your thoughts foggy, and a subtle ache presses at your chest. You brush it off, telling yourself it's just stress or lack of sleep, but deep down something feels off. This isn't a momentary slump. This is a persistent, shadowy weight that colors every interaction, every decision, every smile that feels forced. You reach for your coffee, hoping caffeine can spark life back into your body and mind, but even that warmth barely cuts through the haze. And as you sit there, a question begins to whisper in your mind. Why am I like this? What you're feeling isn't weakness, laziness, or a failure to snap out of it. Your body and mind are engaged in a delicate chemical conversation, a dialogue you may not consciously hear, but your emotions feel it. Hormones, those tiny messengers coursing through your bloodstream, can profoundly shape your mood. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises when your brain perceives a threat, even if the threat is subtle, like a looming deadline or an unresolved argument. Over time, chronically high cortisol can create anxiety, irritability, and insomnia. Estrogen and progesterone, fluctuating throughout the menstrual cycle, influence neurotransmitters like serotonin, the brain's feel-good chemical. This delicate balance explains why some days you feel light and capable, and others, inexplicably heavy and anxious. And thyroid hormones, often overlooked, quietly regulate energy and emotional stability, making their imbalance a silent contributor to depression and fatigue. Understanding this connection isn't just academic. It's a lifeline. It's a roadmap to realizing that the exhaustion isn't imaginary. It's your body signaling that something inside needs attention. Picture yourself again in that quiet morning light. But now, instead of shame or frustration, you sit with curiosity. You notice the tightness in your shoulders without judgment. You acknowledge the clouded thoughts without labeling yourself. You breathe slowly, letting the realization settle. Your hormones and neurotransmitters are not enemies. They are messengers, guiding you to self-awareness. And here's the subtle power in that awareness. Once you start to notice the patterns, you begin to recognize triggers and responses. You understand that fatigue after a long day isn't always a flaw of willpower, but a natural signal that your endocrine system and brain chemistry are seeking balance. You begin to see the dance between stress, sleep, nutrition, and hormone regulation as something you can influence, gently and deliberately. A simple walk, a nourishing meal, consistent sleep, and mindfulness aren't just lifestyle choices. They are interventions that help your body communicate more clearly with your mind. You feel a small but potent shift. The fog isn't permanent. The heaviness isn't defined. Your biology is telling a story, and now you're beginning to read it. By the time the sun fully rises, spilling warmth across your room, you feel a subtle lightness in your chest. You realize that the path to emotional stability and clarity isn't about pushing harder or ignoring discomfort. It's about listening. Listening to your body, understanding its chemical whispers, and taking intentional steps to restore balance. This knowledge isn't abstract. It's practical, and it empowers you to take control of your mental health in meaningful ways. If this story spoke to you, if the gentle recognition of your body's signals has sparked curiosity or relief, subscribe for more quiet, late-night psychology stories. Together, we'll explore the hidden patterns within your mind, uncovering the subtle ways biology, behavior, and thought weave together, and learning how to step gently into a life of awareness, resilience, and emotional clarity.